Okay, today what we are going to do, we are going to understand about how pivot charts and tables helps us to build dashboard. We are not going to build a dashboard, but we are going to understand how these things are connected together and how you can get insights from a data. So based upon the insights, we build charts so that we can display the data to the any manager or any senior person that you want to display, or otherwise you can that data understand to yourself as well. Okay, and nowadays these tasks can be done by the help of Copilot as well, with the help of embedding Copilot in the Excel. But for that we need subscription of Copilot, but we are not going to cover that as well. So that's why we need to start to understand about pivot charts, table and dashboard. So window R Excel, will open the Excel. Now Excel is opened. Here we will select the blank workbook. Here first of all we need data. Without data we can't do anything. That's why we need a data. So to get the data from other sheets we need some data. So we have Kaggle data that is available in our folder, that is 11 advanced Excel. So I'm going to open that folder. Now this is the folder. Here you can see we have data is available Kaggle. That size is 664 KB and it's not that much too much size in large, so we can use this data. So anyone who don't have that much RAM, so that can also work with this data. If I talk about the yesterday's data, you will find, I think you got issues related to that, because in that there is size is very large. Okay, so we will import this data. That's why I just come here and click here and copy this path. So what I want to do, I am coming here and here I need to import. So I will use Alt A in the data section. Alt A in the data section I'm going to get data from here, PN. Okay, I just press PN. Now F for file and workbook, W from Excel. So we come here, that is by default opened the data at documents, and what it is written. Now you can say here is written import data, means to say we are going to import data. That's why I just come here and click and paste. What I pasted here, the path that I copied from that path, just enter here. Now you are in the 11th advanced Excel folder. Here from here we have to select this book selling record. Understand? And just look at once what is here, what are the folders are available, some things are there, the file name is here. Now extensions are available here, these are the extensions, those are allowed. So we have to just click on the import, or otherwise you can use Alt M. Okay, so I use Alt M to import this data. Okay, because M is underlined. So whatever the options are underlined with any character with the underline, so we can use that with the help of Alt key. So here we have only one table, we don't have much table, we have only one table, and we can get the load data directly, or we can transform this data. Okay, but if I try to load this data, we may get some error, so we have to solve that error as well, and then we have to work on that. So that's why I'm just coming in the transform data. It means you will be redirected to the Power Query window. From here you can understand what your data is. Okay, so before opening this, you can do one more thing as well. The data that you have, just get a quick idea about what data is and what are the columns available, like these things. So that's why I'm just coming back to my Excel file and I'm opening this file. So I just opened this file. What is it? Can't Excel from, because it is in use. Okay, so first of all I import this data. So just if I don't want to perform any operation, because it's already clean data, if it is, so I will just click here. Here we have two options are there, but I will use close and load only. Okay, so I just used close and load. Now data is available at this sheet. Okay, so this data is available. No, it's Excel sheet, and this is the imported data, because when we import data it always converted to a table. What are the benefits of using tables? Here if you use formula, this all automatically applied to up to the bottom of this last row up to. Okay, or if you try to enter new values, it will automatically include in the table. So your formula will be automatically updated. We don't need to understand at this level, so just come back here and we have to understand about this data. So to understand about this data, we must first of all control A, and I want to use the wrap text, because my text is wrapped. You can see it is this cell is wrapped, so I don't want this feature. That's why I just select this and Alt H and W. I applied it, and then Alt H W. I again remove it and Alt H W. Why I do this three times? Because It may happen in some cells wrap text is applied, in some cells no text, in some cells wrap text is not applied, in some cells wrap text is applied. If it is so, so if we just press 1, it will toggle the things. Those cells has wrap text will be converted into normal text, and those do not, those will be converted into wrap text. That's why just control A and press 2 times, or just wrap text and then again wrap text. Now it will be removed from all. Understand? So I will select first row, control shift right arrow. Now we have selected the first row. We have to convert this simple data into a filter, so we'll use control shift L, you know very well, and we'll come here. Now from here you can understand about your data. Okay, so I'm going to understand first of all, this is the ID column. Here we can understand ID, so it is an ID, so it means that this is the column of ID. ID, what helps the ID? This ID helps to identify every record uniquely. So in this complete table, ID value is different. For this complete table, it is mandatory. So sometimes we call it as primary key as well. But not in Excel, but in other software like Microsoft Excel, sorry, MS Office, not MS Office, MySQL. Okay. So sometimes we say in MySQL, we call it as like primary key. Here, if we come here, we have purchase date as well. So second is purchase date. Purchase date means to say the data that we have, in that data we have a purchase date as well. So in purchase date column we have all the purchase date related data. Okay, and then we have date. Date means on that date, on what date transaction was occurred. So this is the date of on what date transaction was occurred. And then we have time, quarter, and here quarter is displayed like a 2018 and quarter 1, but here quarter displays only 1. So this gives more information than this. But if we have year column, that we do not need to worry about it. We also have a date column, so we do not need about this. We can remove this as well, but I'm not going to remove anything from here. So we'll come in the year section. Now you can see year and quarter. We can, if we need to understand about any or we need to get some insights from this as well, we can use this. Okay, so next we have month, date, special day. Special day means, is it a special day? Is that date on that transaction was occurred, festival was there, or some normal day? Okay, so if it is a normal, it is means 0. If it is a festival, then it is 1. Okay, or some special day like any other special days. Okay, so related to the education. So we have online sales offer, means to say the product bought by the user was in online sale or not. If yes, it's 1, if no, it's 0. Understand? So like this we have day, week, and means to say, is this the day of weekend or not? For example, Saturday, Sunday is the weekend, so we can consider that. Means to say, by using this we can also get some insights like how many products are sold only on weekends. So we will just filter using 1. We will apply filter on 1, then automatically we will get understand. So we have morning. Okay, is this the product sold was in morning or not? Okay, afternoon, is this the product was sold on afternoon or not? Understand? So like this, so you have to understand first of all your data, so that you can get insights from this data, because in this data you can get up to 20 to 25 insights. What is the meaning of insights? Means to say conclusions you can get. For example, I want to know in 2018 how much sales was, how much profit we gain. Like these are the called insights. Understand? Is there any problem? No. So like this, evening, night, gender wise we can consider how many like what are the books purchased by the women's, what are the books purchased by the men's, like this. Okay, so because this is the books data, so we have customer ID, and you know every customer have unique ID. Okay, so we know every customer has different ID, unique ID. So based upon that, this ID is also get. So gender, product, so it's a product name. Okay, alt H Y, I just adjusted it. So you can understand product name. In product name, every product name is displayed here. Item status, is that product shipped successfully or not? If it is shipped, it means it was shipped successfully. If you want to know, get idea about how many products were not shipped in a particular which city. So we can get idea why it is not shipped. Is there any person who didn't deliver product properly? Like in these insights can also be taken from here, because it happens many times. It means that something went wrong over there. Okay, and like this we can get the insights from there as well. So we have quantity, means to say how number of products purchased in a single order. Okay, these are the quantity. And currency, it is currency says that it is INR, like this. And then item price, what is the price of the item. And shipping price, what will be the what was the cost of shipping. Okay, so we have shipped city. So this is the very important thing, because we want to know in which city biggest sale was occur. We can get idea, because if we know this cities, uh, from this city, particular from this city, 70% of traffic comes from this city. So we get idea, we will give special priority for that specific city. If any customer from that city is making complaints, we keep in mind that we do not ignore that person, because complete product, 70% of product sold in that city. So that how we can get this data. We can get this data by using and pivot charts and tables, by taking insights from this data. We are going to take insights as well. Okay, and like these we can collect. And ship state, if you want to consider everything by state wise, you can also state wise. Ship postal code is also helpful. Okay, and what is this? This is the category. It is a very important column, because without category we can't understand for which category, from which categories customers are buying product, like college, schools, competition, like other categories as well. Okay, if we have total, means to say total means shipping price plus item price, addition of those. If this column don't available to you, we can also calculate this column by using adding those two columns. Okay, and we have author, and then we have publications tells us, because if you want to categorize your books, it may possible that from one publisher may have hundreds of books. So if you want to give some rewards on Diwali to those publishers, so how you can give rewards to those people, those publishers, by calculating that how much books sold from that publisher is the small quantity. So it means that based upon the publisher we can calculate, and we just deliver the whatever we want. Okay, and profit percentage. So this also helps us, means to say from which product we are getting more profit, and what are the most selling products, like this. Okay, so profit INR, we can get this. Cost price, we can also understand what is the cost price. If you want, if we have minimum investment, and we can by using analyze this cost price, we can calculate the insights as well. So it means we have good idea about how these things are here. So we understand about this. Now next task is going to be start. So I'm just going to close this. Now data is understood by us, and data is available here. So this is the data from which we have to take the insights. I'm here in the Excel, new Excel workbook. So first of all I want to save this. That's why I just Control S, and I will more options, and I will browse where I want to save. I want to save in the location where we are working in D drive, this PC D drive, and in batch folder we are working in like 11 advanced Excel. So here what the name we can give, understanding dashboard data. Okay, so we are understanding dashboards. So we have available all the data. At this point we are considering that data is very clear. There is no error in this data as we are considering. Okay, it may possible, but it is totally depends on you how you can consider your data has no error. So make sure in your data, if input is wrong, then you will get insight as well wrong. So make sure always keep these things in mind. You must have perfect data. Okay, before working this data, analyze this data. If you want, you can manually analyze this data. For example, you have 10,000 rows, just analyze 10 rows. What will happen? Just scroll down and find any 10 rows and analyze yourself. Is this the data correct or not? So based upon this you can, for example, I want to understand, so I just take this data and try to understand, is this the correct data? And we can also do this. Okay, is this the correct data? Like this you can take approximate 10 rows and try to understand, is this the correct data or not? If you find any difficulty, it means in your data some issues are exist. Okay, so at this point I'm not going to analyze this data. Just come here, and we have to understand how to create pivots. So to create pivots, we just have to place our cursor anywhere, no issue at all. In the insert tab, we will go in the insert tab, alt n. We are in the insert tab, and we have pivot table. That is the first option. Okay, this is the first option. We can use V or we can use click here. So I use V from table or range, because we have table or range. We have to create a pivot table. So just click here, and it will ask some points. What it is asking, that select a table or range. So it is already selected table or range. What is the table selected? This is the table that we have selected. No, it is not selected. It should be selected. I don't know why. If I come here and pivot table, now it is because this table name is this. Okay, table name is this, and now in new worksheet, and just I click OK. We are here in the new worksheet. Now what we want to calculate, as usual I do what I do, category wise quantity first of all. So just come here and find the category. I want to find the category. I just click here. I know these are the categories. If you want to display these in columns, then we can use columns, and otherwise we can use rows. It will be better for this to calculate these things in rows. So I want to calculate other thing. What are those? Quantity. We have to calculate the quantity as well. Just I click here, and quantity is also available. What other thing I want to do? I want to find like in this data we have understand what are the sales happening and how sales are happening. So I also want to filter it out using year, because we have 2 years data. That's why I just click on this year. Now it is put it inside the years column, but we don't want to put it inside the years column, because we don't want to sum the years available. So we have to just drag this and drop into the filter section. Now we are in the filter section here. From here we can just use this, and 2018 and 2019 were like this way. I want to use 2018, so click here and understand. Now try to understand what are the data available. Now you can also understand by clicking here. Just click on the 2019 and just click on OK. Now it is also understand that data is available from the different years. So based upon this we can also generate charts. So we'll come in the insert tab, and then we will click on the recommended charts, or otherwise we can create the charts based upon the data. As we know, we have 3 categories available, so we can use pie chart for this as well. That's why I'm going to use pie chart. I will click here and I'll select one chart. So we have selected this chart, and I just selected this chart, and actually my screen is very zoom. It's a 160% is zoom. If I do 100%, now it's look like nice. Okay, so at this point we have available. I'm not going to formatting everything. If you want to format it, now you have, for example, I have clicked here. You can see there is a no tabs. If I click on this, there are some tabs: pivot, analyze, design, format. What is power pivot? This is another option that is plugged in. So this is by default, it is not available. If you want to add it, you can add it, but it's not the part of really say this is our course. Okay, so I'm going to cover this inside pivot, chart, analyze, and design and format. From here you can design what chart you want. If you want like this chart, just come here and click here, and you will get the chart that you want. Okay, so we have some samples are available. Based upon your requirement, you can get the samples from here. Okay, I just click on this, and if you want to format these tables charts, you can use this to format this, or otherwise you can click here and you will get the some other designs from here as well. Color you can select from here. Okay, some other features you want, just click here, right click, and these are the some options are available. Pivot chart options. Okay, and hide field list, like this list vivo. If you don't want, you can use this. Okay, at this point I'm not going to cover anything. That's why I just click here. You can understand what is your, this is your task. This is already your, means to say, you just have to understand what you want to fill. If you want to fill some other color, just select this color you want. Okay, but the shape outline like this you can apply. Okay, outline means to say outer border, and shape effect, if you want 3D effect like any other effect, you can use it. Okay, is there any problem? No. So it means we know in charts we have different designs available. You have to explore those things. Okay, now we have table is available and we have chart is available, but this is only the chart that tells the category only, but not other things. We want to know some other things as well. So this is called the insights. We have taken the first insight. So this is the first insight. I am going to delete this at this time. Okay, I will add later. So we have available this pivot chart, sorry, pivot table, that tells us how many products sold in what category. Got it? We have to calculate some other insights. Please let me know, anyone, what we can get. Is there anyone? If you anyone have idea, please let me know and start telling one by one. One of them you have to tell, but like we can calculate like this, as I already told you just before. What you can get from this data, insights. Understanding what is the meaning of insights means to say what you can get from this data so that it can be helpful for the business owner, or like any business development person. Top 10. Okay, 10 top 10 authors we want to calculate. So how we can calculate the top 10 authors? So we'll come here. We need another pivot. So that's why I'll just come here. We have many options, many ways to generate this. So I'll just come here, and inside this recommended chart, and then I just click on new worksheet I want. If I new, no, at this point I want to use existing. So I just click existing, and then I will select this sheet as well. Okay, or otherwise you just click on here and you can get anywhere. So I just here and just click on here. Now pivot options are available here. Okay, what we want to know, we want to know the authors, top 10 authors. So we'll need to identify, filter it by author. First of all, we need author. Okay, we want to display the author in the rows, that's why we have these authors are available. Okay, so if we apply authors with their quantity, author with their quantity, it means we will get the sum of those authors. So we'll just apply here quantity, we'll just select this quantity. We have sum of quantities available. Okay, sum of quantity is available, author is available, but we are working with 2 years data, that's why we will select the year as well. So we'll select the year and drop this year from here to here. Okay, so this is the data available, and you can see this is the data. I want to generate the chart. For this I just click here and insert, and I try to create a chart, like I created a column chart. But you find that it's not that sensible, because we can't explore this data and we can't understand the what this data tells us. So just delete this. We have to filter it by top 10. So we have some options are available in this as well. So this is the data. So we have to just click on this. I want to display it. So right click here, and we have pivot table options are there. So we'll come cover here. Wait a minute, not options. Just right click on this, and value filters, and then top 10. Okay, we'll come here, and it's showing that top 10 items and sum of quantity, because we want the quantity from the top 10. So that's why I click here. Now these are the top 10 data are available. So we'll just click in this and come in the insert, and then we can create like any chart that we want. We can just create chart. Okay, now this chart is available, only NCERT is the top person. Okay, by this we can understand we have the NCERT is the topmost. You know very well, every exams comes from the NCERT as well. Even though private schools apply their books also, but after applying they teach from the NCERT as well. What they do, they try to create worksheets and then say we are teaching some special things. Okay, but they are teaching from NCERT. Okay, you know NCERT is the base for any government exam. So we have taken the first insight. We can take any other insights as well. So what is the next insight? Please let me know, any one of them. What do we want to calculate? But the uh, profit, we want profit. What type means to say complete? Okay, we want to know in which how much profit is happening in which year. We have 2 years, and we will get the profit from 2 years. So we will use sum of profits. We must have profit column, we also have profit column. So I'll just come here, and we'll come inside the insert. So we'll come here, insert pivot table, and we will select existing, and then we will give the path of the existing, that is sheet 2, and we'll just click here, and then come back here, and then click OK. Now what we want profit. So first of all, profit, we have profit percentage, but we want profit INR. So we have sum of profit, but we want it by years. So that's why I'll just come here and select the year and click here. We have year, but we don't want to display sum of year, we want to year by row. Okay, okay, so we have by 2018 this much profit, in 2019 we have this much profit. Understand? So we want to generate the any chart, so we'll come here and we can display donut chart if it is available. Pivot charts. No, that is a subset. Sunburst, we can use any chart. At this point I'm trying to use line chart. Okay, I just use the line chart, but it will not be look like a great, because just in 2018 it was a lower, and in 2019 because we don't have 4 or 3 years so 4 or 5 years data, that's why I'll just come here and try to understand. So we will use column chart. Okay, and then okay, so we have this data is available as well. Okay, understand. So is there anyone, so means to say we can collect any number of insights from here. So please give me a single point. Yes, please give a point insights that we want to calculate, so that that will be helpful for the business person. What we can calculate? Okay, we want to know in which state the biggest sale happens. So what we need some columns. First column is required. What column we required first? State. Okay, because we want to know about the state. Ship state tells us that from which state it was purchased. So we will get the data from state wise. And biggest sale we want, we can get the sales data from quantity. So we will have required two things. First is ship state and second is quantity. So I'm going to cover it from here. Just come here and we have to just select this data. Okay, and we need to insert it, insert recommended table, and then we have to select existing, and then click here, and we want to select here, and then come here and select it. And now okay, what we want ship state. Ship state, we have column ship state. We need to drop it state. So these are the states are available, and here you can find that this data is not perfect. Is it means this data is not perfect, so we can't get insights for this a perfect insight, because you can see, let's let's understand about the data. We have AP, Andhra Pradesh is here and AP is here. So we need to filter this data, and then we have to cover on this. Means to say we have AP for Andhra Pradesh, and like this AS for Assam, like okay. So this is not perfect data. This is your task includes in cleaning the data. As I told you that if you have wrong data, you can't get perfect insight. By using this you can get the data. Just only Punjab will trying to compare themselves. Okay, and then we also have some cities that are that wrong. Some many things are also wrong here. For example, date and city, date, city, ship state, because we are getting this data from internet, and if you are getting this data from internet, you have to clean this data. This is the task of an data analyst. Okay, and but we can solve these things in Power BI very easy. Here you can also do things. Okay, so we can't get this data, sorry, I'm so sorry. You can say to the manager like, oh, I'm so sorry. Then he told that, why sorry? Sir, it is, you can ask from the team that is collecting the data. I'm not collecting the data. As I get, I can give the report, but report is not correct. So you can't take decision based upon this report. If you are going to take the decision based upon this report, then definitely what will happen you can consider. Okay. So it means you can understand. Now at this point, I just undo this. I don't want to use this. That's why we have now these data are available, and we are trying to create three charts from this. So I just click here and insert, and I'll draw a pie chart as I told. Okay, now this is the first chart, and I want to click on this second, insert, and then we will create like what I want to create, bar chart. Okay, we can use bar chart for this, clustered bar chart. Okay, clustered bar chart and stacked. So I want to use clustered, that's why we can use clustered bar chart. And third one I want to use for this as well. What can I use? Like simple column chart. So insert and clustered column I want, that's why I just click here, and it's a clustered column chart. So I just click on this. Now we have three charts are available. Okay, I just select this, shift, press shift, and sorry, control, press control. Okay, click this control. I am holding the control, click. Okay, now control X, and we will come here. This is the plain sheet. we want to display here, just paste it here. And first of all, I want to rename it Alt H O R, rename this. What name we can give? Dashboard. Okay, so this is the first, this is the second. You can design it and at your level, because you are the best in drawings, I'm not. Okay, so I just close this. Now this is available. You don't want to see these grid lines, so I'll just come in the view section and remove the grid lines, formula bar. I don't want headings as well. Okay, so we just removed everything from here. And okay, now we'll select this and come in the home section. We will add the background color as gray. Okay, now okay, at this point we have data is available, and we also want to add the filter. So I just come here, click on this insert, and go in the slices from which we have used years. So that's why I click on this. Now years are available as well. Okay, we have 2 years. You can design it in a perfect way. Okay, I'm not going to design this. So just click on the 2018, we are getting the 2018 data. But if we click 2019, we are getting the 2019 data. If we select both, then we have 2018 and 19 data, but only this chart is changing, these are not changing. So how you can do this? Just click here, slices, report connection, and click in these connections, like first one, second one, and it will be attached with this. Okay, now I click 2018, now everything is going to change. In 2019, everything is going to change. Okay, so much understanding you have gained up to this point. You have to get insights approximate 10, and then you have to design dashboard. Okay, so this is your task. Thank you so much. We'll meet in the next lecture.